NPC Bikini Competitor in the middle of my off season, so I'm going to be taking you through my back day today. So I'm going to be starting with the lat pull down. It's going to help warm everything up. I'm going to do a couple warm-up sets and then go into about 3 to 4 working sets of about 8 to 10 reps. So when I warm up, I'm focusing on just the reps, how it feels in my lats, getting a good stretch and just really feeling the motion before I start adding on weight. I grew up showing horses for 16, 17 years, and back in 2011, I was jumping a horse and he stopped at the jump, ended up flipping over and pinning me underneath it, and I couldn't really get up after that. I was taken to the hospital. They thought I broke my femurs. Turns out it was my back instead. So it took me a couple months of orthopedic appointments, and basically they told me I was going to have surgery at 15, that I really wouldn't be able to walk again. I'd be in a wheelchair, and we got a bunch of opinions on it, and as a last resort, my grandma told me to go see her chiropractor, and I was like, whatever, grandma, they're quacks, it's not gonna help. Hindsight, now I'm a chiropractor myself because I ended up avoiding surgery. I got back on a horse a year later, was subsequently thrown off a few months later and refractured everything, so I was forced into retirement at 17. But it led me on that path to find my passion as a chiropractor, and I love it. So that's why back day is so important to me, because strengthening my back and keeping it strong is kind of a struggle still, so it's kind of all wrapped up and really works, you know? So I prefer this lat pull down actually because Britt told me that this one is actually a lot harder to cheat the reps on than a traditional lat pull down. So when I was training with her, we came into this one. So I've been swapping it into my back days instead, and you really feel it a lot more. Next, we're gonna do some row shrugs, really target the upper back. I don't necessarily have a rep range for this. I'm really just trying to feel it in my upper back and through my lats. It's still a newer exercise for me, so it takes me a little bit to get used to. I'm kind of just working with this one right now. Hardest part for me is not, I don't know, I guess it's a little of everything. The posing is hard because my back is so stiff. The diet was hard for my last prep because I had a coach who didn't necessarily understand that there are different ways to skin a cat. You know, it's not bro science. I was eating pounds of tilapia and asparagus a day, and that's just not the way to do it for 30 weeks. So the diet there was hard for me, but my new coach has really changed the way I look at my food. We've gotten really healthy, so diet's not an issue anymore. I actually love what I'm eating every day. And training is always just so much fun, so probably the posing and the old diet. So with all of my back injuries, I have pain pretty much consistently every day. So it's been something I've had to work through at the gym, at work as a chiropractor. It's a physical job, so that's been interesting to figure out. My old job, I was seeing maybe 50 to 60 people a day. And so that would get difficult if I would overdo it with my training and hurt my back and then have to go to work. So it's definitely been a learning curve, but it's part of the process. So we're gonna do some unilateral rows. This is just to keep my back symmetrical because both sides aren't equal, obviously, so I want to focus on left and right individually. So going into my next prep, which probably won't be at least until the end of this coming year. Yeah, we're in 22, so the end of this year I'll think about it. I've really been working on bringing up my shoulders. Obviously, every bikini girl needs more glutes and hamstrings, so we've been working on that. Really just making sure everything is bigger in general. I'm very tall, I'm almost 6 feet tall, so when I diet down, everything gets really small and I look lanky, so that's been a big focus this year. So I've always been pretty competitive growing up showing horses. I love the training, the working hard, the process, the grinding. But I don't think I really understood what training hard meant until I moved to Raleigh last year and I joined my gym there called Bull and Bear, and I started training with the people there. It's a powerlifting, bodybuilding gym, very similar to RVA Iron, which is why I gravitated here as soon as I moved, because I don't think you really understand what training hard is until you're surrounded by people who are pushing way more weight than you, way more than you, who look phenomenal, who really encourage you and motivate you. And both of those gyms is exactly what I found. And especially as I got into prep last year and I would be on the stairs for, 90 minutes some days, and having those people around you really motivates you to do more. And if I hadn't joined a gym like Bull and Bear or RVA Iron, I wouldn't know at all what it means to train hard. split is now 4 days on. I used to work out about 6 days a week, and then I started with my new coach Kenneth, who told me to chill out, and we're doing 4 days a week. And I have a chest and shoulder day, a back day, and then a glute day, and then like a quads and hams day. So I've been taking about 3 rest days. I'm not doing any cardio at the moment, which is crazy. So we're doing some dumbbell pullovers to really stretch out my lats again, really just feel the motion. I'm not going super heavy with these just because my back has been bothering me this week, and I promised everybody that I wouldn't push it anymore, so we're trying. But this is really just one of those motions I want to feel, and I don't want to go too heavy on. So I like to end my back days with some sort of rope pullover just to really fatigue my back, really just let it go. And you can always tell you've had a really good back day when it's really heavy and you got to drop the weight a ton. So I hope you guys enjoyed a little bit of my back day, some tips, tricks, and modifications if you do have any back pain. I'm really looking forward to diving into this off-season with my coach, Kenneth. You can find him at Boundary Training and Nutrition. He's in Raleigh. And I'm really just looking forward to working out at the best gym and going into my next prep at RVA Iron. So, we'll see you around.